Stay on for a while for a little bit because like I said, I'm up. I mean, I'm happening. We'll hang out for a bit, but yeah. Thank you for coming on. I thought you were just going to take a break and come right back. I was like,
Oh,
I'll hold down
I
a break.
wish, but no, I need to feed him and give him his medicine. Okay.
It is
Well,
fun. I
sweet
adore
dreams.
it.
Let's do this again. I'm always down.
Absolutely. All right. Well, message me and
I
we'll work
promise.
that out. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
JJ.
Sweet
Bye.
dreams. Bye.
Wasn't that fun, you guys? I adore him. And I've met him in person and he's really awesome. Yeah, he's good people, amazing person. That was fun. I love when you can go beyond just like even just as mediums, it's fun to stretch ourselves, and by working with others, that really it expands us as mediums. And yeah, he is a good egg. And also, hi, Diva Jess. I saw you. I didn't. I was saying hi to you, and hi, Tammy. Yeah, I know. And Meg. Well, and I've been on platform with Meg a few times. So, um, Meg, what are you doing right now? Do you have enough to go? Oh, you don't have enough to go live. Dang it. I wonder if you could come up. You're like, don't put me on the spot. Um, I guess we could try. Uh, but Meg was on my Spirit Signs and Sips a while back. So you guys might remember her from, when was that? I don't even know. I've lost all track of time. Uh, oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, that's fair. Well, it is 11 o'clock at night here, and you probably had a whole do a job thing. Um, so Meg and I went to the Fever game last night with her wife Kim, and here's my take. I think the Fever would have won had the audience been better. I did my job, you did your job, and I think when the audience brings the energy, the team feels better and shows up. I'm just saying. That's what I think. Hi, Yessie. I meant to say I saw you earlier, and I meant to say hi. I think I did it again. I said a thing, but we were in the middle of talking. So, but that goes back to when we do readings for people, for an audience kind of situation. When you're reading a crowd, if you've got I don't know yet. You know what? I don't know. I might do another one. Coco, go ahead and request, but I gotta see who else is there. I might do like what John Edward does that too. Just be like, he'll just go in the box and like pick someone. But when I've done work on platform like that, the audience makes a difference. If you got a whole bunch of people with their arms crossed, not open to receive messages, or they're scared, or whatever it is that they're, whatever they're feeling. Because remember, there are two emotions, fear and love, fear or love, boom, ba-doom. And everything else comes from those two emotions, right? So either you are going to be open to receive because you're excited, or you're terrified. So, one can work for you, the other will work against you. I'll let you choose which is going to be. So let's do this. Get a message from me is if you have your arm. Interesting. And those are good challenges too, right, Meg? Like for us to be like, wonder how that's gonna, all right, they look like they're not wanting to receive a message. So can I come to you? Although I did get not scolded, but corrected by Reverend Glenda. When last time I was on platform, she did tell me I shouldn't say, may I come to you? Because when we're doing live, because she said someone might think that you're going to come sit next to them and they might tell you no. Like I feel like they understand if they're there. I feel like they understand that I can't leave the platform, that I'm up there. Yep, you just do it. Yep, exactly. All right, so all right, I'm going to change my page here. I'm going to change my page so I get some new notes. Let's do a direct. Let's see. All right. I'm going to see who all has requested. Let's see what I'm drawn to. So we're gonna do like what we did with JJ, and you're gonna tell me the relationship of the person you want to hear from. I'm looking to see who I'm drawn to. I'm kind of drawn. I don't know who this is. I don't know this person. Colby. We'll see if Colby wants to come in. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. I don't know you. Nice to meet you, Colby.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So I don't know how much you caught of that, how long you've been in here. What we're doing is I'm just fun going direct. Who is it that you would want to hear from? I only want the like how you know them. I don't necessarily need their name. And it'll be my job to step into that energy and provide the evidence and the message.
I would love to hear from my mom,
I
please.
knew you were going to say that. I know it sounds like I knew you were going to say that.
No, you're fine.
She's saying the number 3 is important around here. Did she pass 3 years ago, or is March significant? Something about the number 3 is really important to her. It should be bringing up. Or there are 3 of you.
Maybe I can take that.
Okay, let me just. How I work is they'll information dump. So I'll let it all dump in, but she immediately said 3. Like she was very, very strong with the 3, holding up the 3. So we're gonna leave that there and see how it develops.
Okay.
And then also she's talking about she's making my back hurt. So either my back just hurts, or she's talking about stress. Was she super stressed, like carrying a lot of stress up here, or do you?
I carry a lot of stress, yes.
Okay, because it's like a lot on your shoulders is what it feels like.
Yes.
Okay. Also, she's talking about having to have a special pillow. Okay, this is funny because I have to actually do this myself. She's talking about something about the neck being either straight, you have to have a special pillow, or something about the neck. Would that make sense to you?
I think I've been sleeping wrong, so I've been having like a lot of neck pain down through the shoulders as well.
Okay. She's saying get a better pillow.
Okay. I definitely will.
Also, she comes to you in the left ear. Would that make sense? She comes to the left.
Yes.
Okay. Which is typically normal for feminine energy, but she's specifically saying to you she does. And also she's talking about, wait, do you do readings, or are you developing?
I am developing.
Okay. Have you read the She's saying, tell them about the sign. Have you read the book by Laura Lynn Jackson called Signs?
I have not.
She says, do it.
I'm going to write that down.
She said, you'll need it for later. It's going to be a good reference for you later as you develop and you start connecting to people. She wants you to read that book. And funny enough, the very first story in that book, because it's like a little montage of stories from it's a medium that wrote it. And the first one talks about oranges, and my spirit guides come in as a joke now, because I was like, okay, fine, whatever, show me oranges. And then oranges were literally everywhere nonstop.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Laughing. And so she's saying something about going back to find that book, read it. It's an easy, quick read. You could listen to it in Audible on the way to work. I don't care. Get that book, because there's something in it that she wants you to take away from as part of your development.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
Okay, so she's talking really fast. Did she talk really fast?
She did.
Okay, because
especially when she wanted to get a point across.
Yeah. Did you notice the cadence of my voice just went?
I did.
Crazy. Okay. Sarah, she said an S name or Sarah? Sarah, who is that someone important to you? She's talking about,
Yes,
okay,
that is my grandmother.
okay. And would you understand, is there a cousin with her on the other side? Is one of a cousin, like your cousin? Is there a cousin that's passed that's with her?
No cousin.
Cousin. She's talking about a cousin. Is someone around you getting ready to have a baby that might be a cousin?
Not that I know I'm aware of yet.
She makes you feel like she has a soul and she's saying cousin. Okay. We're going to take note of that. I'll ask her a little bit more about that. Because she's showing me like she's with someone. Why is she saying cousin? Also, did she paint? Did she paint or was she artistic or create? Like, I feel like she's showing paint. Something about,
My grandmother, Sarah, is an artist.
okay. All right. So they're interesting. And who's Elizabeth? Elizabeth, is the name Elizabeth around them ring a bell? Is that somebody's middle name or like a shared, she's saying shared name or something like that? Elizabeth?
One of my nieces has that as a middle name.
Okay. All right. And is there she's talking about pasta. So I don't know. I'm wondering if there's like either you had pasta tonight or she's talking about an Italian connection.
There's this recipe that she would always make for stuffed shells that I was thinking about doing.
Okay. And there's something specific about it. Either she didn't share something about it with just everyone that is like a special ingredient, something special that she didn't write down or like this, it's passed down through knowledge. Would that make sense?
Right. Yeah, I could take that, but the thing is like I don't even know what that ingredient is.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to just say this. I have
Okay.
no idea if it's going to make sense or not, but she's showing me. Do you remember the movie Ratatouille?
hmm
And he goes, saffron. That's what she's saying. I highly doubt it's saffron, but she said it in such a funny way that it just made
Okay.
me laugh. Like, it tastes like, you know what this needs? It needs saffron. That's funny. It makes me feel like there's not a special ingredient. It's the mixture of it's how the measurements are is what she's saying. It's the finding the balance of what you already know should be there.
I could take that. She was very meticulous
Yes.
about that.
She's not the type to just throw it in there. Like my grandma would be like, I don't know, put some salt in it.
So would mine. Yes.
Okay. Your mom's talking about a side hustle of some kind. She's showing me like when my grandparents always owned businesses, and she's showing me one of the companies that they did. I swear it was like an MLM back in the day before MLMs were a thing. It's like Swipe. So either she's talking about I was supposed to say Swipe or the company or a side hustle. There was something about she keeps wanting me to say swipe. Wait, are you dating? Are you swiping right and left?
I am.
She said, no, say swipe. Say swipe.
She's probably like over my shoulder. Nope.
Oh my God, that is hysterical. Okay, that is funny. Okay, so forget all the MLM part that I just said because I feel like she was just like trying to get me to say swipe. I'm like, he's not going to know what that is.
I think that's exactly what that is. Yes.
And she goes, yeah, I will. And I feel like she's helping field this situation. Oh my gosh, she is bold. Was she just kind of in your face, like, listen, you don't need this in your life. You don't need her. You don't need her. She'd be a good one. Like I feel like she was very opinionated. Would that make sense?
Oh yes, very, very.
Well, not necessarily she. It could be she or he or they, whatever. We're good. But I feel like she is saying she is
I think I know what's coming.
she said you need a palate cleanser. Oh my God, I can't believe she said that. Does that make sense to you?
It does. It
Okay.
does because there was a situation that just needed to go, and so I think it's,
Palate
yeah,
cleanser. Oh my God. She's
very, very much her. Yes.
okay. She goes, you need a palate cleanser. That was it. I can't believe I said that out loud on live. I'm so sorry. I would apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm almost blushing. And the people in the chat that know me are like, oh my God, you're gonna make Lorenda blush. That takes a lot. That nope, no sugarcoating here, right, Paula? Um, so I feel like the big message from her is have fun, re-find your joy. She said you're having a hard time finding your joy. Um, that you kind of you're going up and down a lot, up and down a lot. Um,
Yes.
and I feel like also that is genetic. Would that make sense?
I
That
could I could say that, yes.
there's because I feel like the bigger you love, the harder you fall, right? And so
Right.
she's saying that you give and you give all of it, and then which makes it even harder when you crash out. Um,
Right.
but she's saying, don't be afraid of that because that's something that she admires about you, especially on that from seeing it from that perspective now on the other
Mhm.
side. She was very cautious when she was here. It makes me feel like she's saying when she was here, she would be like, no, be safe. It was more of a be safe. She wanted to protect you more. Where now she's like, you know what? Go big or go home.
Right. Exactly.
Because you only live once. And I feel like she was very cautious about a lot of things when it came to you.
She was. She definitely was.
Is there someone around you named, okay, I'm just going to tell you what she's showing me. She's showing me my daughter named Jessica who has red hair. And I feel like either I'm supposed to say Jessica or do you have a sister, an older
I
sister?
I
Are
do
you,
have an older sister.
and are you estranged or is there something?
We're butting heads a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. Because she's like, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the reason I said that is because my daughter and I are estranged. So she's making me feel like there's a separation or something, and she's like, "No, you have to make it right because you have to have each other."
Yes. I could take that. It's kind of been off and on.
She's pretty stubborn though, isn't she?
Hmm. Hmm.
It's that redhead vibe. Even if she doesn't have red hair, it's that vibe. I know it. I understand why your mom's showing me this. She's saying she is bringing up a motorcycle. Actually, do you have or did your sister ride a motorcycle? I feel like there's something about a motorcycle reference. Would you understand that?
No, well, I can take the reference,
Okay.
but it would be somebody that I like saw interest wise that had one.
Okay.
So that could be
Okay. So she's just bringing it up. And is this a J name around a J, like a John?
yes.
Okay, J name. She was just confirming. And was this person almost in an accident or almost or are they like living dangerously or something about feel she's making me feel like there was an almost or a close call. Would that make sense? Do you know?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Or maybe she was saying, "Whew, that was close."
That could be. Maybe that was the other term for the palate cleanse.
Oh my
skip the bike. Right.
She's cracking me up. Oh my gosh. She's like, well, you invited me in. She's like, you invited me to this party. She's hilarious. I love her, and I feel like I feel like we'd be friends. Oh, wait, is she
Great.
she's saying same age, or we're like, I'm 53. Is that number important to her? Is that how old she was? Or 53? She's saying something about 53.
She passed at 53. Mhm.
Okay. She's like, we would have been friends. She says, get out of your head, find more joy, live in the flow, all the things that she was afraid of for you.
Mhm.
She's like, it's not so scary. And she's really excited about your mediumship development.
I think also with that, I'm in Dark Night, so I think that's probably also with the development.
Yeah. You can, you can transcend that very quickly. Like you can
Mhm.
just, it's literally a decision you make one day.
Right.
You go, how about we move into a different energy? And you ask your guides and they'll shift you. You have to be ready for that though. Like mentally, you have to be ready.
Well, and I think that's what I've kind of been in my head about, and I think that's what she's saying. Just do it.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, labels, schmabels. Wait, who's Mabel? Is there a Mabel around her?
Maybe.
Oh, Mabel? Or she cracked herself up at it. She thought that was funny. My grandmother's name's Mabel, and I'm trying to figure out why she made that reference to me. If
It could be in reference to my grandmother.
okay. I feel like you're going to be able to directly communicate with her. And we don't always get that. Like when we're mediums, we don't always get to talk to our own loved ones. But I feel like as you develop, she's actually going to be helping you on this development journey, and she'll be able to step into your energy. Like I feel like you will either feel her or hear her as you develop your clairs. And she's saying, learn how to utilize your guides. Use your spirit team because they're going to help you through this thing that you're doing. Well, it's not a thing, but she's like, yeah, this dark thing. It's going to, this is like how she is cracking me up. She's like, they're going to help you through it, and they're going to help change your vibration, and then it's going to come. She goes, you're natural at it. I mean, we're all natural born mediums, but she says, you're very good at this, and you have a lot more strength in the clairs than you think right now, and you're going to be able to hear her when it's time.
Okay. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. Because for a while, my thing was like animals.
Well, they're safe.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're going to get, like, you start calling in your guide, like start meditating and asking your guides to step in so you can meet your guides one at a time.
Okay.
Meet your team.
I definitely would do that.
And because she said they're going to help you through a lot, they're going to help you understand a lot, and they're going to be your best ally through your development. And they're going to help you, like, basically it's going to be like a slingshot.
I can't wait.
So yeah, get to know your guides a little bit better. So, well, she stepped away. She's like, yeah, say blowing kisses. That's so weird. Like you don't see me doing that stuff. So here I'm gonna follow you back. Or do you do stuff online yet?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Because I feel like she's saying that you're going to be out there. You're going to be out there. You're going to be out there doing the work and presenting the work.
I'm super excited.
Like when I felt like when like you've got a presence. Like, did you do theater? Did you do stage work? I feel like there's something about a presence about you that would make sense for you.
I didn't do theater. I'm more so artistic.
Mhm. Do you channel art?
I have done that. Yes.
Okay. Which is cool because my friend Meg, who's in here, does spirit art.
Oh my gosh.
She's been on my show, and she's an amazing spirit artist, and she does platform spirit artwork. Cool. Well, it was very nice to meet you,
It
Colby.
was so nice to meet you as well. Thank you.
Mother, and whoever this child is might be coming in the future.
I just thought about that. That could have been um,
There's Meg. Follow
a,
her. Mhm.
a niece or nephew
Okay.
that didn't,
Yeah. She's referencing that there is a child with her
Okay. Okay.
that that's related. You would understand.
Yes. I didn't think about that then, but now that I think about it,
Okay.
yes.
Glad we cleared that up. So persnickety. She laughed at that, by the way. All right. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you. And
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you as well.
and if there's any way I can help you, direct you in your training, if you have questions, message me. I'm following you, and I'll answer you.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you so much for your time. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was fun. Living your best life up here. This is fun. Thanks, Jen. Also, hi, Jen. Did you see JJ when he was in? Were you in here? If you were in here and I didn't see you, I'm sorry I didn't say hi. Yay! Fan club. Oh my God, I have fans. Oh, my fan club has completed the second stage of something. She was funny. She was funny. Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, I'm gonna post it on when this is all downloaded. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So you have to go back and watch it. JJ did some beautiful work earlier. We were linking and like sharing spirits. It was amazing. Thank you guys for being part of my team. I appreciate you. So yeah, that was fun. I feel like I made a new friend, either Cody or his mom. Grandma's pretty fire too. She's pretty funny. I know, Paula, like I don't blush. Ah! Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, thanks, John. Oh, listen, all the way LLC. He is the hero of the day. His name's John. He is the hero of the day. You know why? Remember how earlier I was talking about my window blowing out today? Thank you. I thought it did too. He fixed it. He is the fixer of all things at my dance studio. He's awesome. Like I was like, here's a picture of the window. He's like, I'm on my way. And he was there with supplies. He was the hero of the day. So thank you, John. If I didn't get to say it again, you are appreciated. So anyway, should we do that again? Should I do another reading? Who wants a reading? I like this direct thing. I know this is what John Edward does also. Hey, remember that time? Good night, John. Remember that time that John Edward told me I was going to be a medium, and I laughed because I said, well, I guess I'll be a medium if John Edward or Sylvia Brown told me to. And then he told me because I want a free reading. Remember that time? Like seriously, you guys know that story, right? Most of you guys know that story, right? It's going to be in my book. It's going to be in my book. That this new guide came in to help me write. Because I was like, listen, if you want me to write a book, you're going to have to fix this ADD situation. No, not Sylvia. She didn't. No, that story was pretty funny because my friend kept bullying me. I'd been doing tarot cards for years and learning tarot cards. She's like, no, you're a medium. You need to do mediumship. We're like, no. And I was like, even John Edwards said in his book, not everybody's meant to be a medium. So I just accepted the fact that I wasn't a medium, and that was fine. I was just going to do tarot, and I was going to deliver messages that way, and it was fine. Little did I know that when I was like, okay, here's this card. All right, well, divine balance, but I feel like there's a grandmother present and that she's talking about this. Would you understand that? Like, I was already saying those things, not understanding that was mediumship. Like, I didn't understand. And so then my friend who was trying to tell me, you need to be a medium, you need to do this. I'm like, no, I don't see. I thought I had to see like the actual physical people. Shut up, Meg. Michelle's the one that told me. Michelle Euler's the one that told me. She goes, what do you think a medium is? I'm like, oh, I see that. She's like, no, what you're doing is mediumship. Oh, I know you know, but they don't all know. Meg is in my posse, by the way. And if you come to, I was talking about Trance weekend at Camp Chesterfield. If any of you end up coming to Trance weekend, signing up for that, you'll more than likely get to meet Meg. Wait, you're going to be around that weekend, aren't you? Are you going to be here that weekend? Also, I'm pretty sure I'm on platform that Saturday. I'm pretty sure I'm on platform. So I might have to trade with someone on that, depending on when the classes are, unless classes work around that, because I'm not paying for a workshop and then going to be on platform, miss class. But if it's lunch break, then I'll just go do a little serving up spirit and then go back to class. It'll work out great. All right, let's do this. Anyway, I had said to my friend, if I get a sign from spirit, I'll start learning mediumship. And then I want a reading from someone local. And then the second time I said it, I was like, well, that's not a very signy sign. And because then that person's like, well, you're going to do what I do. And I said, no way, whatever. You won't miss class. You'll work extra hard, says the dean. Newsflash, Meg is the dean. So there's that. So, anyway, I said, well, that's not a very signy sign. Just saying. And then so like 2 weeks later, I ended up winning another reading on the radio. And they were like, well, don't you do this work? Like, no. I mean, I have tarot cards. Like, no, you're a medium. I'm like, no, I'm not. She's like, oh, you're going to be. And I told my friend, I was like, I feel like they say that all the time. Like, I feel like that's because I've heard it all my life from mediums that I was going to be doing this work. And I thought they were all crazy because I couldn't see the people, right? I couldn't see spirits. And I thought that's what the requirement was. So then I said, well, I guess if John Edward or Sylvia Brown told me, that would be a funny sign. A few weeks later, I won a reading. I get a phone call from John Edward's office because I was a member of his website, The Five, his like little club, because that's how I was learning more tarot. And they were like, hi, this is Kat. And I'm like, like the Kat? The Katarina? Or, yeah, okay. And then he's like, first thing he says, well, you're gonna do what I do. So that's my story. So that's why I do this. It's because John Edward told me to. He has no idea who I am. He has no idea if I'm actually good at this or not. That's not true. I mean, I've actually tagged him and he's answered. He's answered my posts that I've tagged him in. Because I thanked him. I wasn't like, and John Edward thought I'm going to be, I was like, no, John Edward told me to do this stuff, so that's what I'm doing. And there we go. And he commented back on 2 different posts. It was pretty cool. So that's my story. In the meantime, I've had amazing development and great teachers, and I've had great examples of people to be like, you know? Oh, thanks, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. So much. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. I should be on Evolve. I need Miss Pam to like advocate for me. Pam Sears needs to be like, because she shouts me out all the time in her lives. I need her to be like, John, you should get Lorenda. You should get Lorenda. I'd be like, I don't know. Send me a contract. We'll negotiate it. Can you imagine just me being like, I don't know, let me just take it under consideration. I'll think about it. Be like, I don't know, I'll read it and get back to you. Anyway, that'd be funny. Let me check my calendar. That's right. Exactly, Liv. Let me see if I've got, I already have a lot going on. I have things. I already do have my own show, Jen. And I can't get fired from it. So Meg also knows this. Like Meg knows my whole freaking history at this point. But I always joke. I'm like, the reason I started a tap company is because I could never like get cut from the audition, and I can't get fired for being a bad dancer. People just have to put up with me. So, and that's why I have my own show. That's why my own business is I can't get fired. So you never know. And did y'all see my chat with Meredith Willits on yesterday? Meredith with a Y. She's awesome. I'm totally gonna go see her. She's in Denver right now. Like she said, she's doing something with her kids. But when she gets back, I'm totally gonna go see her. And I'm gonna send her the information for camp because I think she would, because she already does trance channeling. So I think she would love that. Can you imagine? Let's just take a step back and imagine. As I put together this show that's going to happen that weekend, right? We've got me, Carrie Koss coming in. We bring Meg in to do some spirit art work. We've got Meredith coming in to do what Meredith does. She's fantastic. And then my friend Michelle, she's the one that gets out on the platform and can like knock out 12 readings in 15 minutes and nail it every time. Fantastic medium. I know. You need that in the UK? Well, you find me a place and I'll come. I'm in Europe at least once a year. Also, I'm going to be in Scotland like in 3 weeks. I'm going to be in Scotland. It's not 3 weeks, it's a month. So I'm just saying, I'm going to be in Scotland in a month. So that's basically the UK. Not basically, it actually is. You may be a proper cup of tea, probably. So anyway, shall we do one more reading before I call it a night, before I dial it in? I'm wired right now. I don't know how. That rude phone call I got this morning about my window being busted out. Okay, I'm going to see who I'm drawn to in the guest request box. I'm going to be like John. I'm going to live my John Edward life here. Let's see who I'm drawn to. I'm actually being drawn to Gabby. Let's see if Gabby's still in here. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. So, have I read for you before? I don't think I have I?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. Ooh, I'm just like going into a weird energy right now. I'm interested to see who's stepping up. Who do you want to connect to today?
Brother.
Okay. Two. Number 2 significant with him?
Yeah.
Okay. He feels like was his passing recent? Is this the first time he's come through for you? Or is passing recent? He'd be coming in with someone else. There's someone else that he's with. I feel like someone passed recently that he's with.
Yes.
Okay. And are you a twin? Are you like an Irish twin or is he a Gemini?
No, we actually share the same birthday.
Okay. All right. All right. That makes sense. And then was he just like a really big personality? I feel like big personality. Would that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But sometimes to his own detriment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was he kind of like a daredevil kind of guy?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that how he passed? Was doing something stupid?
Yeah.
Okay. Motorcycle by chance? Or did he ride a motorcycle?
No.
Something about a motor, because he showed me it's like a dirt. Did he have he didn't have like a dirt bike or something like that? I feel like he was some sort of two-wheel motorized thing.
No.
Why is he showing me that? Okay. Also, he's making me sweat. Why? Why am I sweating right now? Did he pass like in the heat? There's something about heat. He's making me really hot, and it's actually cold in here. It's my wine room. It's cold.
Mm-hmm. He was out in the elements, yeah.
Okay. And did he have when he passed, was there a female with him, or is the female with him on the other side? He's talking about a female with him.
Not sure about when he passed, but yeah, there could be a female with him on the other side.
Okay, right now. Okay. That's really vague. Sorry.
It's okay.
He's showing me my sign for someone that was important to him, or that wanted, like someone did not go to the memorial, or someone did not go. Like he showed me my sign, like the empty chair. There's someone that was missing. Does that make sense? Someone that wasn't there, that wanted to be there or should have been there.
I'm not sure at the moment.
Okay. He showed me. So I'm just going to say exactly what I see. And he's just showing me like an empty wooden chair. He wants me very specifically to talk about the wooden seat or the wooden chair.
Okay.
Did you have chairs at his funeral instead of like at a church in the pews?
Yeah, there was chairs. It was, in a funeral home. It was chairs.
He showed me an empty one. What? Oh, I wonder if this is someone who preceded him in death. Is your dad on the other side?
No.
But like a father figure to him?
Grandfather. It's our grandfather.
Okay.
He was very much involved in our growing up.
That makes sense. Because like when my grandpa comes through, he always comes through as like grandfather, because he was like the dad in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that I understand. This makes sense. And then grandfather, he's drawing attention to like my chest feels like it caved in.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make sense for your grandfather?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have children?
Yes.
Okay, and was one just jump roping? You talking about jump rope or jump roping? Something about jump rope. He showed me jump rope.
No.
Jump rope. He's just drawing he just showed me jump ropes. Okay. I'm not going to presume to understand like what he means by it. I just want you to know he's talking about jump rope.
Okay.
But he also makes me feel like maybe he was like was he a fitness guy?
Yeah, he was very active.
Oh, okay, that makes sense, because then he was okay. Guilty pleasure is scrolling and watching the fitness dudes jump. I'm like, this is totally for me to learn about fitness things. He's laughing at me, actually. Okay. That makes sense. He's like, I'm like, yeah, one of your kids jump roping, maybe. It's really hot dudes we're watching on the internet jump rope. Okay. The name, he's showing my husband's face. That's weird. My husband's name's Matt. Is the name Matt or Matthew significant around you or him?
No.
Matt. Why is he showing me that? So he must be comparing something to my husband. There's something about my husband that he's that.
Mm-hmm.
Did he really like cars? Was he into cars?
Not really.
Because he's showing me, okay, so he's showing me, once again, he's showing me things about my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he's trying to get me to make a connection, like to help me understand that there's some connection to that. And my husband's like obsessed with cars.
Now my husband is.
Your husband is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So
he works in racing as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am convinced in my next life, I'm going to be a racing person. I'm gonna be a racing driver. And like one of my goals, like I want to we've got a very bougie, very fast car.
Mm-hmm.
If I said what kind of cars I'm getting ready to have delivered to our house soon, your husband will be like, track that thing.
Right.
It's a street legal race car.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get it out. And I live in Indianapolis. I grew up 5 minutes from the Indy 500.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
and there's a track that's like east of Indy west of Indy that I really want to get out with a professional and track it. And my husband's like, no. And then our guy at the dealership's like, you let me know when I got a guy.
Right.
So that's what he's bringing in. He must be talking about that comparison because he made me say husband, cars.
Mm-hmm.
That all makes sense.
Yep.
Because I was actually in my mind's eye seeing that car that we're getting ready to have delivered. Okay. So would you understand that he is apologizing for irresponsibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like he kind of freaked everybody out all the time. Like when it happened, you were surprised, but you weren't surprised.
Right. Yep.
Okay. He's showing me fire. He showed me a fire. I feel like he showed me something about a fire. I don't feel like he was on, like not him, but I feel like there's something about, was there just a house fire or some kind of fire around you? Or I feel like there's something about a fire.
Oh my gosh. I was just in Washington a little over a week ago and at my sister's house visiting, and they actually had their fence catch on fire in the backyard.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So he's just saying, well, I see things. I see what's happening. I'm around. And also when you did that, when you said you flew, was there a delay on your flight? Something about a delay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
He said, you're welcome. No,
Yeah.
like there was something, there was
Bad weather.
Okay. All right. He said, sorry, but you're welcome. And he's talking about Boston. He showed me the Boston airport. Have you recently gone to Boston or something about Boston? Show me Boston.
No. I mean, I work, like my line of work, the company I work for, we service the airlines cleaning planes. And one of the airports is Boston.
because I was seeing the Boston airport and I was like, ooh, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And remind me never to fly. Was it Boston I didn't like? Oh my God, I hated Boston. No, because I was on crutches and my knee was killing me. And we had just come back from international flight. So
Oh, wow. Yeah.
not happy because our connecting flight was like 8 miles.
Oh, gosh.
Same airline, so far away. Okay. And I told my husband, I'm like, I really wish you would have called Favor in and gotten a Porsche to pick me up at the Delta line.
That would have been nice.
I know. It didn't happen though.
Yeah.
He just know that these are just his ways of coming in and showing you that he's around and that he's still very much an active participant around you and that he's trying to keep you safe. He's like, I can't protect you in the way that I used to. Was he very protective of you when he was here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We both were of each other.
Yes.
Mhm.
He does make me feel like you were close.
Yeah.
You butted heads a lot, but you were close.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bringing up the Gemini thing again. Are you guys Gemini, or is there someone like one of your kids Gemini? There's something about a Gemini around you. Gemini.
Remind me what birthday that is.
Gemini is May, and I have 2 kids that are Geminis. They're end of May, first part of June, I think.
So my son's birthday is June 19th.
Okay, I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure what sign that is.
I think that might be the next one. Cancer, maybe.
But my nephew, his is June 7th.
I think that might be Gemini. Yeah. Okay. Good. Tammy, thanks for looking that up. Somebody else looked it up. Okay. Because he kept bringing up to talk about the Gemini. But just know, I think it's just important for you to know that he is around. He is around. He does say, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, so she's got 2 Geminis. 2 kids.
Okay.
2 Geminis.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So we had the 2 that came in earlier. That all makes sense now.
Yeah.
And he's just very much an active participant from where he is, and as much as he can do. But just know that he's just coming in with so much love and joy, and all the cliche things.
Sorry, there's like fireworks going off.
I
don't know
can
who's
hear
doing
them.
it.
He
It's
said,
so loud.
"No," he said, "You're welcome again."
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
He liked fireworks, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. He was
That
like,
is crazy.
"Yep, that
Oh
is.
my
It's
goodness.
confirmation." That I would say
Yeah.
very much that is confirmation. So much love to you from your brother, and think of him when you're watching the fireworks on next
I
week,
will.
July. So it was so nice connecting with you, Gabby. I appreciate
Thank
you
you
coming
so
in.
much.
All right,
Thank you.
we'll see you later.
See ya.
That was fun. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. I love this work. Who could be mad about it? Who could be upset about it? You know, these people that come in that are haters about it, no time for that. That was so good. Also, I don't know what filter I somehow picked on this thing, but look at how white my teeth are, and look how young I look right now. I must have picked a good filter. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, it's like 11:40. I probably should call it a night. But well, thanks, Paula. Yeah, I mean, I love doing these. And it was really cool. If you guys were here when JJ was here, he's awesome. Love him so much. Again, met him in person. He and his husband are just fantastic humans. And the dogs. I've met the dogs. And I love the dogs. The jokies. Listen, Tammy's like, no, don't go. We got over 100,000 likes. I forgot I set that intention. But how many shares did we get? I can't even see the share count for some reason. my dad was giving us energy, he would, oh, yes. You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right, Tina. Oh, you do, Beth? Rhea, you live in Elwood? I've been to Elwood numerous times, or been through Elwood. Very cool. I'm in Westfield, so I'm not too far from you. I go up to Camp Chesterfield a lot, so up yonder. 66 shares. That is all you people shared was 66. Oh, now I see it. Now I see the count, the 67. Well, it doesn't matter now. We're good. You still want to talk to me sometime? Well, you know where to find me. The Schmink and Schmayo. So if you would like a one-on-one reading, I do offer those. And I do believe JJ does as well. So make sure, I hope you guys were following him. He does book personal readings as well. I also do classes. I do mentorship. I do past life regression, hypnosis, and I do multidimensional channeled healing. So yeah, you guys can always go to the easy link tree and book a reading with me. If you've got questions, you're not sure what you need to book or what you want to book, email me through my website. Just contact me. I do get back to people, I promise. You remember the empty chair at your brother's service? Okay, so I'm glad it makes sense. Oh, your daughter wasn't able to go. Okay. All right. That makes sense. He was not upset about that. He totally understood. Okay. I'm glad that makes sense. Okay. I do classes. Actually, I teach an all level, meaning you could be like, well, I wish I could do this, up to, I'm a professional medium, all level spiritual development class. My next one is next Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She still feels guilt, so that feels good. He's not upset at it. Oh, okay. He's not. He's really not. And I feel like he tries to come to her when she's sleeping to say it's okay. She heard him, but she thought she was hearing things. Ask her if she heard him. Okay. I'll tell him to bring her something joyful that he's in. He said he'll figure it out. Oh, my ear's itching now. Weird. So yes, anyway, I do teach classes and anybody can join them. They're $20 for the summer. They're going to go back up to $25 for August, starting in August. But I do them like 2 Wednesdays a month. And we do everything from psychic exercises to actual mediumship connection to like whatever spirit. And they are on Zoom. I have people from all over the country, literally all over the country, that take classes with me. I'm getting ready to put out my schedule for another trance mediumship class. That's more specifically for people who are already doing mediumship. They already understand. They know their guides. There's a connection. It's in my thing. Yeah. If you go to the thing and then go to the link tree, just come out this way, Jen. It's fine. The experienced mediums, I do in all level development class. You mean, Paula? I give you like, there's layered exercises that we do. And I always let Dr. Mike, my teacher guide, he will come in and based on who signs up the class that week, whoever's in that class, we tailor it to who's there. It's a really wild experience. And if you're new, again, it's tailored. Like I'm able to multi-layer, multitask. It's awesome. If I do say so myself, only because it's really my spirit guides that lead the charge on that. I'll be offering a trance class, and I'm also going to be offering Spirit Guides 101, Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, Amy is in my classes. And then I'm also, so Spirit Guides 101 also, it used to be 2 different classes. It probably will be again. Spirit Guide 101 and then Learning the Language of Your Guides. Remote view, path, yeah, you would fit right into my class, to be honest. Yeah, come check it out sometime. And if you've never done trance mediumship, but it's something you want to do, that might be that'd be a really good class for you to try. That'd be a really fun class for you to try. So you have to go home sick that day. I see I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, well, okay. So I'm glad you said that, Paula. A lot of people are, but there's 2 emotions, fear and love. You can either function in love or fear. And the fear will stop you from connecting. And I'm not scolding you by any means, because I was afraid to do trance myself. I've had some of the best mentors ever. Like, they're amazing. And the way I teach trance class is you really do connect to and utilize your spirit team as a form of not just connection and vibration and frequency adjustment, but also protection. So they're only going to bring spirits in that you feel comfortable with. And in my classes, we're not bringing through loved ones. We're only bringing through guides. And oh, thank you, Yessie. Yep, Yessie takes my classes. She's been with me for a long time. So if you have questions, Paula, seriously, message me, email me through my site. And I'd be happy to like kind of talk through some of the stuff. I can even kind of go over some of the things that we've gone over in class before, things that we've done in class. A couple weeks ago, we did a field trip to the Akashic Records. And led through trance by my teacher guide. It was cool. And then we all set intentions and wrote in our books, like we went into the Hall of Records. We met with our guardian. We had our guide with us. And it was an experiment, because people are like, well, how come when I go to the Akashic Record, they bring me my book or my scroll, whatever, it's blank? Well, because it's unwritten. We don't have our future's unwritten. And they're like, oh, but you can ask to see the past. So we asked to see a past life that's related to now, that makes sense for now. And then we wrote in 3 manifested and intentions to manifest, one within 24 to 48 hours, one within 1 to 2 weeks, the other long-term by the end of the year. And everybody's first 2 came true already in the timeline. So there's that. And then this week was homework on watching other mediums online, learning how to be a good medium who knows how to work with the public. JJ talked right off the top of the show tonight. JJ was talking about that. We want to be aware of different mediums are in different places. They're going to deliver. They're going to have different deliveries. And I'm like, I'm not going to judge people still learning, as long as they're doing it in a safe way and they're not. Presentation is everything. If you show up to your job in your pajamas and you got a thing hanging out of your mouth and you're just like, hey, what's happening? I'm here at work. I'm on time. What do you expect? Really? Is that how you're going to show up to work? Right? What we do is immediate meditation and you connect to them right away. Like before we do the trance work, we call them in. Whether you know them or not is irrelevant. If you are a medium, you already work with them. So we call them in. And what I say is, we're going to call in the first guide we're calling in is what I would call a joy guide. But it might be called differently by you or other people. Okay. And then we bring in the teacher guide, and then we bring in, if necessary, the alchemist to adjust vibration. And it's not that that's what you necessarily call them, unless you have a spiritualist background like I do. Understanding that the job of those guides are what they're going to come bring to the table. So we do a meditation, we do connect to them, and you're going to connect to them in the way that you connect to them and that they can best utilize. Yeah. That's, oh, interesting, Casey. I kind of love that. So good. I'm glad that helps. So I do give the grace and space to connect to your guides however you need to. What do you call in other than a joy guide? So the joy guide she's kind of like my gatekeeper. I also call her a bouncer because she keeps away spirits that I don't want to talk to. Or event coordinator. She has her clipboard. You line up over here. She's the one that adjusts my vibration and allows me to connect. And when I'm doing trance work, if I'm bringing a loved one, especially like one time I was there was a child that needed to come in and speak with a sitter. And the child had never connected that way before. So Lily came and assisted that. She's my joy guide, frequency manager, whatever you want to call her. She's the one that she helps with the frequency of the emotions and that vibration. My teacher guide, Dr. Mike, he's the one that brings the education, the words, the understanding, the knowing, the teaching. So yeah. Yes, everyone has guides. We all do. So anyway, last class, the homework was I have a checklist of things that I have been taught, and many, many mediums before me have followed this. There are ethical rules you follow when you're doing mediumship. And if you're going to go into the public, you should have a basic understanding of ethics. Before you start reading anyone, you should have a basic understanding of ethics and presentation that does no harm. And if you can do that, then you're going to be an okay medium, even if you're not 100%. But if you don't understand those basics, you shouldn't be reading publicly. And so I went down the rabbit hole of watching on the For You page, seeing all these mediums that I don't know, that I'd never seen before, doing horrible readings. Horrible. Sitter shaming, victim blaming, all the things, right? I've had someone tell me that I had a little boy, a future child possibly attached to me. Yeah, you know what? I've had a little boy with me too for many years. And he shows up in readings still. And I think he was my kid in a past life, to be honest. And he just likes hanging out with me. He's not a guide. He just likes me. And I've heard him say, "Hi, mommy," to me out loud when no one's been in my house. And other mediums have seen him too. So yes, it is possible that you have a spirit that just likes your light or that you've been with in the past. So anyway, I went down the rabbit hole on the For You page, watching people that I've never watched before, watching them do readings and just kind of taking note, like, what is it? Let's make sure that when I teach these classes, I'm making sure I get all the points, all the bullet points, all the do's and the don'ts, right? I like to focus on the do's more than the don'ts. Like, do say what you do know, but don't say what you don't know, right? Oh, good, Tammy, that would be awesome. Okay, I have to say, Tammy, now, Yessie started out as just a client. Actually, it was her husband was the client. And then a year later, Yessie, if Yessie's still in here, a year later, she's like, "I think there might be something to this. I want to take one of your classes." And she's been with me ever since. And she's a fantastic medium. And I don't say that lightly. You all know that I don't say that lightly. She's a fantastic medium. So, and I can't wait to see where she goes. I'm just saying. And you know what, Yessie? So am I. Oh, Ermi! Make sure you guys are following my friend Ermi too. She's awesome. And that makes sense, Paula. And that's truly like what we do in class. So it all depends on, I had no plan really this last class. and it was Wednesday, like literally 2 days ago. I had no plan, and I did. That's not true. I did. I knew we were going to do mediumship. We were going to talk about platform mediumship. We were going to talk about presentation, how important it is to leave people better than when you found them. When they leave you, they should be smiling and feeling like they are connected and feeling that joy of having communicated with their loved one. Our job is not just to give all the feels, but our job, actually even deeper than that, is to give spirit a voice. That's our job. Speak the truth that spirit wants us to know. Just like those of you who were in here when I was talking to, is it Casey? Is that his name, Casey? Oh, yeah. No, wrong. It's different. Weird. Okay, I say the name Casey, and then someone named Casey just pops in and says this. That's crazy. So I was just reading someone live, and I think that was Casey. Colby, that's what it was. That's wild. Okay. And I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, mom. Oh my God, his mom. She was a hoot. A hoot. I know. That's so funny. It got me to say things and made me blush. Like, I was like, oh my God, I can't say that. And she's like, yes, no, you're saying it. You're saying it. And I was like, oh my, she had me say so many things. I'm like, oh my God, no, stop it. She was funny. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you stayed, Casey. That's very cool. Thank you. So my classes, we do one of the things we talked about, we made a list of things that I expect if you're going to go live on the platform or on TikTok or on any social media, or even just reading for a group of friends at a party. There's a list of things you should and should not do. And that's what we went over. And then so the homework was to go watch mediums that you do know and mediums that you don't know, and have that checklist. Make note of what was good, what was oof, what made your spine hurt, right? I know, right? All these cool folks in here. We got all kinds of good people in here. I bring all the cool people out, I'm telling you. And it is, 111,000 likes. Whoop, whoop. And so thank you for saying that, Amy. There's always something learned in my class and great fun. I'm glad you did too, Becca. Thanks for popping in. And thank you, Yessie, for holding down the fort. And Paula has all the power too. Paula holds down the fort too. The other night when or the other day, I forget what I was doing. I was live. Carrie is a client and she brought me, oh, very cool. I'm so glad. I love Carrie. Oh, she's going to come see me. She's coming. She's coming to Indy. Love her. She's one of my besties. I used to watch Teresa Caputo and pause it to see if I see what she said, what she did. Oh, that's a good idea to watch mediums. If you watch a recorded version of them, to see if you can see what they see. But then you have to question, is that psychic connection or is it actual mediumship connection? And that's a genuine question for me. It's not like a, yeah, but are you connecting psychically instead of mediumistically? It wasn't that. Because, see what I mean? Are you connecting to the energy of what's already happened? Or are you connecting to the spirit? So that'd be a really good psychic exercise, actually. Because you don't have permission in that moment to connect to the spirit. You guys, it is getting late. I'm getting a little sassy over here. Who am I kidding? I'm sassy all the time. That might actually be a good exercise to do in my class. I'm going to totally forget that, by the way. All right, Dr. Mike, if you want me to do that exercise, let me know. Because then I'll go through on YouTube and just find readings that are already done. No French fries. How funny was it that JJ said, well, I just kind of call myself a drive-through medium sometimes. Do you want fries with that? I was like, wait, what? And he didn't know. He didn't know that I do that. That was crazy. I'm telling you, JJ and I are connected on this soul level. And he doesn't even like everybody. He's not even like a people-y people person. So I feel honored that he likes me. That was another synchronicity. I'm telling you, I see it so much recently. On Thursdays, I always want French fries. JJ got embarrassed too by something my dad said. Oh, that's right, he did. Spirit's crazy. It was crazy today. But I do love me some JJ, and I'm so thankful. And it was his idea to come do this with me. And I love that. I love him. And I love doing this work. And I love all of you guys. And I love my husband too. And I should probably go make sure I can tell you what he's doing right now. He's either in bed and everything as a statement is turned off, or he's on the couch like this. No, I don't hear the TV. He's in bed with the TV on, the dog sleeping next to him upside down, doing that. Either way, that's the face that he's doing right now. He's the early riser in the house. He's been up so stupid early. Sassy Spirit Fridays. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's good, Tammy. Sassy Spirit Fridays. I like it. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. And what I'm going to do is when this live is done downloading tomorrow, I'm going to put it into YouTube. I'll go ahead and load it in YouTube. And you guys, that way, if I know Pamela Lamb was it that we read together first, she asked if there was a recording. So I'll make sure to do that. Wait, whose birthday is tomorrow? Birthday. It's not my birthday. It's you thought it was my birthday, but it's not. But wait, you guys know what tomorrow is? You ready for this? Tomorrow is trance class in person with my mentor at Camp Chesterfield. And I think, she's going to totally make me bring through a loved one, not a spirit guide. Because I told her my goal is, my long-term manifested goal is that I wrote in the Akashic Record book, and that blank page was to do a guides and loved one class, or not class, guides and loved ones seance by the end of the year, where I have sitters and I bring through each of them, get a guide and a loved one come through. It's at Camp Chesterfield. She does them once a month, one Saturday a month. Are you in Indiana, Bahala? I feel like you are. Are you here? And then, you're in Kentucky. Okay. Depending on what part of Kentucky, yeah, it's going to be a while. It'll be like probably a 3-hour drive for you, minimum. I think from Louisville. So what you'll do, Rhea, is you'll go Linktree classes, and it should take you to my payment page with all the different things, and you'll sign up for all level spiritual development. I do not have the other classes listed yet. Oh, you're in Henderson. Okay. Good night, Lorenda. Have a wonderful weekend. Awesome trance class. Can't wait to hear about it. Okay. Thank you, Amy, for hanging out. Thank you. Tina, you're in Southern Michigan. That's cool. All right. I'm going to be in Detroit in a few weeks. All right. Yeah. Evansville's like far from Indy. I feel like it's the longest drive ever. I've not been there in so long. No, you don't need to take all 3. You can just sign up for one if you want. So what you'll do is you'll sign up for the class that you want, because I have 3 offered right now. Actually only 2 right now. So take one, if you want to take it this Wednesday, you'll sign up for the one, click on the one, fill out your stuff. But there is a link that says, and you'll sign up here for it. Or you'll pay here. So she'll just put how many you want in your cart. It's a little weird. If you have issues, if you're not sure, email me through the website. Contact me and I'll help you. I'll talk you through it. Oh, cool, Tina. Yeah, I'm going to be in Detroit in Ferndale for a tap dance show. I'm going to be performing is it August 1st? I'm performing August 1st in Ferndale. You did use a tap dance? I am a professional tap dancer and dance teacher. Yeah, so I'm performing with like famous tap dancers. I am so excited. I can't stand it. Like I'm working with my chiropractor to make sure my knee is 1000% ready to go for that dance, because that's the dance, the one I'm performing is the one that took out my knee. So there's that fun fact. So I've got to I need to get in my studio here in the house. I need to get my shoes on and get in my studio and practice tomorrow. I'm going to do that before I go to trance class, because that'll raise my vibration and it'll bring in the spirits faster. I know. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. It'll be great. So Tina, last Friday or the first Friday in August, I'll put out there when I'm going to be performing if you guys want to come see the show. It's going to be awesome. It's all the faculty performing and like I'm not on faculty, but I'm dancing with faculty because I used to own a tap company. Yep. And they think I'm pretty cool. Just saying. All right. Thank you all. And I think I've read for them all. As a matter of fact, I know I have. I've read for all of them. I'm like the tap dancer medium. All right, I'm going to go. Oh, I can hear my dog walking around, which means my husband's going to do a final call, which means he's up. So I'm going to go handle business and get some sleep tonight. And thank you all so much for hanging out and supporting JJ too. And keep an eye out. Carrie and I have another show coming up, not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Also, oh yeah, for $20, I'm doing, oh my gosh, you guys. Camp Chesterfield, the last Sunday of every month, does online readings with a bunch of their mediums. I'm on staff this week. I'm online this week. $20. You get a 10-minute reading, and you can sign up for as many with all the different mediums as you want. So if you want to do this, it's online psychic fair, and it's on Zoom. It's on Zoom. I can't believe I forgot I'm doing that. I just had a moment where I panicked, like, oh shit, was I supposed to do that tonight? It's not tonight. It's Sunday night from 7 to 9 Eastern time. Sign up quick, because I know I always sell out. You'll never ever, other than Camp Chesterfield, get readings from me that cheap. I'm just saying. Ever. $20. Or live and in person if I do them for 10 minutes at like a Spirit Fest. But yeah. And all the mediums that are on the panel are fantastic. So Camp Chesterfield, check out the online psychic fair, sign up. $20 for each reading, yes. Worth every penny. You figure if you go to my link tree, you'll see how much I charge for a reading. And I don't do anything less than 45 minutes. I only do 45-minute readings. So yeah, check them out. And make sure if you do that, you have a question in mind, or you have a topic in mind, or have a person you want to connect to in mind. All right? There you go. I'm out of here, friends. I love you all and appreciate you all. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Thank you for allowing me to share spirit with you all. Thank you for asking such good questions. And I truly, truly appreciate all of you. You're welcome, Tina. I'm glad. I mean, just so you know, like, I don't know if you know JJ, but he fills auditoriums with like 800 plus people. That's who read for you tonight. Do you guys realize that? He only has like 2,700 followers on TikTok because he's not a big TikTok person. He fills auditoriums. And he stood up at the event that he came to see me, like Carrie and me, and that's where Jen was. And he stood up after we were done and like talked about us. It was the coolest thing ever. I'm like, it was awesome. So he's legit, man. He's absolutely legit, as you saw. Absolutely amazing human. So, all right. Have a good evening, everybody. Good night. I hear my dog's Freddy Krueger claws going across the floor. All right. Mwah. It was totally unexpected too, Jen. Like, it was amazing. I was like, oh, he's standing up here talking about me. So it made me happy. All right. Love you all. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.